is this the first sort of bad vibe moment of this camp? And how do you think the Cam Heyward situation resolves?
Yeah, I guess this is sort of it's ironic because I remember on report day, TJ Watt standing up there at the podium in the media room, and there was this general sense of, yeah, it's good that we got this out of the way, so now we don't have a looming contract dispute to cause any drama or distractions. And little did we know, I guess simmering, percolating since late February, there was one with Cam Heyward, who went on approximately 8 million shows and podcasts this offseason and never once hinted at any discontent.
I know. That's the thing that got me, is that Cam is a very friendly, gregarious, outspoken sort, but he wanted to do this in secret, and it would seem, well, I guess now it seems obvious why. Because of the reaction he got last year. He knew no matter what, this was going to get ugly if it got out. And I think the Steelers leaked it. Why would Cam leak it? Do you agree with that, Brian?
I don't agree with you on that, Joe. No. Why would the Steelers leak it? I think that brings undue drama for them, that they also don't want people on the outside thinking that there's bitterness and a headache lingering with their longest tenured player.
But they also want to have a hand up in negotiations and look like the good guy here. You think Cam leaked this? To what end?
Because he wasn't happy with the speed of the negotiations or the tone and tenor of the negotiations, I suppose. I mean, that's one thing that I'm still fuzzy on. And
how has that worked out for him now that it's public?
Well, it hasn't, but it at least not in the court of public opinion. But, you know, we go back to, I'll bring up TJ again, Joe. You know, we asked him on report day about, hey, the peace sign cryptic post thing, did that actually shake anything loose for you? And he kind of like wryly smiled and was like, well, I guess we'll never know, but sometimes, you know, things can speed up when stuff gets out there. So I think that's probably the most logical answer for why this got out. I'm more curious as to why now and the timing, because he did practice the first day of camp and it wasn't in pads, so it's inherently less injury risk there. But then he just woke up one day and said, okay, now it's July 25th, and this was my deadline for us to make some progress on these talks. That's what I don't get.
Here's what I don't get, too, is it seems a very easy fix here. Like there's a non-guaranteed bonus next year that they can just take from and give him a little sweetener this year like they did with Antonio Brown a couple times. What am I missing here? Why isn't this an easy fix?
I would think that from the team perspective, they never want anything to seem easy for the player and the agent. You know what I mean? You never want to feel like you're getting strong-armed or bullied into anything, even if you are going to bed every night as Omar Khan thinking, yeah, we're going to make TJ Watt the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history, but we've got to get some give back. We've got to, you know, not just get walked all over. I think in the other layer here that, of course, has been brought up by you and everybody else discussing both of these guys is once you hit 30, it's not as easy to do. I think the easiest thing to do probably in NFL negotiating circles between team and representation is something like Micah Parsons. He's, 26? He's one of the best players at his position in the league. Yeah, you're going to give him an insane amount of money. I mean, that's just a no-brainer, just like it was with TJ the first time around. But once you get up in age and you have dealt with some injuries, then it becomes a little thornier for everybody. And, you know, this isn't breaking news. We've seen the Steelers go through this with copious amounts of even the franchise legends who have passed through here, some of which played with Cam and mentored Cam early on, for what it's worth.